Flosstube, welcome back to our channel here at the Steel City Stitchers. I, of course, am Kristen, and today we're going to be talking about our MAYNIA 2020 plans. I am so excited. I don't know about you guys, but I have been looking forward to this since May of 2019. So today you're going to see from all four of us the ways that we are handling MAYNIA this year. Of course, with quarantine, it makes stitching a little bit easier. It gives us a little bit more time to get stuff done. But there's always life that kind of gets in the way and other obligations. Not for me, but for other people. But I joke, which I'll talk about when I get to my piece. But anywho, so today you are going to see from all four of us and the different ways that we're handling MAYNIA this year, which I think is fun. And kind of gives you some different ideas. If you haven't quite thought about how you're going to tackle MAYNIA, maybe one of our videos will inspire you on what to do. So sit back, get your coffee, relax. It's been a day. But let's jump in to talking about some MAYNIA plans.
Hi Flosstube, it's Erin. This is like the 20th time that I've started this recording, so I'm going to just try to get into this. I'm doing a new audio thing, so that's what these are if you catch a glimpse of them. I think that's about all I've gone over. I've been rambling in the other ones, and I decided that I needed to cut it, so hopefully we can get this ball rolling. I'm excited about MAYNIA. I have been excited since last year. So last year I had like pregnancy and shingles and I wasn't stitching for like months, and then MAYNIA came along and it really motivated me and pumped me up, and I was like, next year I've got all these plans and I finally get to do them. So I'm really excited. I actually get to still do what I had planned, and it worked out pretty well. So I made myself a calendar. We don't have a printer, so I made myself a calendar, and I'm going to be sticker charting myself because I used to be a teacher and a coach, and sticker charts motivate me. So this is what it looks like, my month broken down. I'm going to go through the broad sense of what I'm doing, and then I'll show you my specific projects. So here's the overview. My plan: Mondays, Thursdays, whip day. Tuesdays, Fridays, new start day. Saturday, Sunday is going to be my new project day. So it's always in the realm of needleworking. So it's still stitching, but it's not necessarily cross stitch. Hint, hint. So I'll show you that when I get to it. Wednesdays are usually our film day, so I'm giving myself a little bit of grace there. I don't need to be filming, or I don't have to feel like I have to stitch. I just, my downtime for stitching has been cut way down now that my preschooler is no longer going to preschool. That was 2.5 hours that I had. If my almost 7-month-old was sleeping, I could just be stitching, and I've lost that. And by the time nighttime comes, I'm tired. So I've just been sleeping. But shout out to my husband who gave me a full night's sleep last night for the first time. I can't even tell you how long it is. I'm honestly trying to think of it, and I don't remember the last time I slept that much. So I feel like $1,000,000 today, and he's amazing. So thank you for that, honey. Thank you. I've told you in person, but I'm telling you on here now. Okay, so let's get into the projects. That's the exciting part, right? Okay, so day one, you'll see, is a whip. So I've labeled it, and I'm going to do the same whip on Mondays and Thursdays, and then the same new start on Tuesdays and Fridays. So like I'll touch that project twice in 1 week. Otherwise it would have been a lot of projects, and I probably could have done it, but I want to actually put some stitches in, and some nights I only get 20 minutes before my eyes start closing. So I want to make sure that I at least get some stitches in the week. So my first whip is Stay Home, because I really want to finish this one. This is the, here, I'll show you the pattern. I just showed you my version of it, but here's the pattern. And I don't mind showing you the actual pattern because it's free. It's from Satsuma Street, and it's super cute. You can see my highlighting on there. So this is what I have done so far. I'm excited to start putting like the pinks and purples in there. This is a 14 count tea-dyed fabric. I baked it and I boiled it. So it shrunk it a little bit. So you can see that it looks smaller than 14 count. But it was 14 count at one point. Whatever. I think it looks great. And it's really soft. And it smells really good too. I love tea dyeing. It smells so good. So the other thing I wanted to showcase when I'm going through all of these is my needle minders, because I have so many of them. So I'm going to show you and point them out. This is my Captain America needle minder, and it's from Grandma Girl Designs. I just got this. It was super cheap, and it came super fast, and I highly recommend you check out her shop. It's great. Okay, so that is project number 1. I love this bag too. This is from our viewer. Sent us those bags. Oh my God, I love that. So pretty. Okay. So my new start for week 1 will be Pretty Little Nashville. So this is what it looks like. I have this old friend from Florida. When I was living in Florida, when I first moved there, I was living with my best friend at the time, Becky, and she has a friend, Karen, that she worked with. I was a high school teacher. They were elementary school teachers. But we would all hang out, and she and I are still Facebook friends, and she saw all my cross-stitching and said, hey, would you mind stitching me something? And I was like, of course not. I love that. It gives me something to be focused on, I guess is the best way to put that. So anyways, I promised her I would have it done by Christmas, which I don't think is that lofty. So I think I can do it. I just have to focus on it, you know. You know how that goes. If I get some time, this is the one. I don't think it'll take me long to get through it. It's not huge. I'm doing this on, I don't think I said the designer. That's Pretty Little Nashville by Pattern Design Studio. I bought that on Etsy. This is a 16 count white Ada, and my needle minder is my E needle minder from Emily Riley. She brought that to our stitch day. She just made that for us. Like, hey guys, I made these for you. So sweet. I gotta tell you, gifting is kind of my love language. So when you give me a gift, I remember it, and it means a lot to me. I don't ever expect anything from anybody, but it's definitely something that I appreciate. Hope you know that I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Emily. That was very sweet. Okay, so that one's ready to go. So my new project. Sorry, my cats are trying to get in and out of here. It's a day. My new project of the week is going to be, I know Kristen's going to love this. I'm going to try to stitch for the very first time on linen. That's right, folks. I'm trying linen. I really hope I don't like it. I have so much Ada. Like, I'm overrun with Ada that if I like linen, we'll be in trouble. It's going to be like a special occasion thing, and I'm going to have to stitch on Ada the other times because, I mean, I can't make that switch forever. But this is the pattern. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. I'm sure you have. It's Candy Corn of Mischief by Bent Creek. I saw the pattern, fell in love with the pattern, didn't realize that when you go to buy it in the store, I bought this at Stitches and Things in Fenton, Michigan. Okay, first off, I didn't know that this only came as a kit. I thought you could just buy the pattern. So when I went to the store and saw it was a kit, I told the owner, yeah, probably not. I mean, I'm not going to do that. And she was like, oh, don't be silly. Stitching on linen's easy. And she whips out this paper. Like, she had other customers. And she just started stitching and showing me how to do it. The kindest lady. I mean, if you can go to that store, I highly recommend it. It's small, it's tight, but she knows where everything is. And she's got awesome fabric. And she was so sweet. And there's a restaurant nearby called The Laundry. Check that out and then go over there. And also there's like a candy store. What is with these stores that we like always having something delicious next door to it? There was a homemade candy store next door to this place. Oh, so good, you guys. Side tirade. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to try this. This is going to be stitched on. It is an 18 count linen. And yes, I do have that correct. It is with pearl cotton, and it's linen over 2 with 1 strand of pearl cotton. That's how it was labeled. So hopefully I said that correctly. That whole 1/1 and 2/2 thing still kind of confuses me. but I'm sure I'll figure that out as I go along. Plus, Kristen's probably yelling at the screen going, I've told you what that means a million times. Oh, sorry, Kristen. I'll figure it out. So anyways, very excited for that. That's my new project. I'm going to figure out how to do it. So, sorry, the cats. The husband. You hear everybody. The kids are both napping. Knock on wood that last. That wasn't wood. Okay, so my needle minder is... Man, I don't know why these aren't coming in. They're so blurry. Well, you've seen this one before. It's the Hello Pumpkin needle minder. You can kind of see it better if I put it back here. It's by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, whom I love, and I thought that went really well with that project because it's fallish. And in my Caterpillar Cross Stitch bag. I just ordered 2 new needle minders from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, because I need needle minders. But she just released these really cute ones, and I know it'll take forever for them to come in, but I'm very excited about that. Hopefully that comes in soon. She also has a new stitch along coming up that I want to do so badly, but it's not until the end of May that it starts, so she's going to be my June start. Just the way it's going to be. All right, so my next one would be, that takes me through that first week. So the next Monday is a whip, and it will be my Super Mario Brothers 3 World 1 map. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, if you remember it. This is a full coverage piece, which I'm not normally a full coverage person. I started stitching this on white, and I didn't like it, so I tea-dyed it. And it came out super dark, but I love it. And I like the marbling on it. You can't really see it, but it's subtle, but I love it. So I need to get back into it. So this is my motivation to get started with it again. That's all I have finished. And I really want to do it. It's really not that crazy big. It's just that it's full coverage. So there's a lot. And there aren't that many colors, really. So it's a lot. Oh, needle minder. Pop. By Grandma Girl Designs. Also, this is 16 count Ada. I'm realizing that I don't use 14 count as much as I thought. I think I use 16 count way more often. So I need to start giving myself credit for that because that's pretty good. That's an improvement for me. Okay, so my new start for that week is Snow Stand, which is kind of a cheat because I did kind of start this one for March Madness, but I didn't like the fabric that I was using. And I was using a really light, like the white was off. So nothing was showing up. So I'm completely starting from scratch. This is a brand new piece of fabric. So this is a 14 count Jerry fabric. Jerry fabric. Blue. Just a generic because I don't have any information on her fabrics. But it's soft. It's nice. So I'm stitching Snowflake Stand, which is part of that Snow Village collection. How cute is that guy? I mean, it's over winter as I am. I'm still very excited to stitch this. So that is by Country Cottage Needleworks. And, oh, I put this away. Sorry, here's my needle minder. Bob's Burgers. Flop. This is from the Nerdy Needle Shop. It says, I love you, but you're terrible. I love that show. It's so good. I love you, but you're terrible. John Benjamin is like the one celebrity if I could meet and be best friends with, I'd be very excited. I think he's hilarious. I think funny is underrated. This is also my project bag from Jody. Thanks, Jody. I love it. It's so cute. She made this. She made that. Very impressed by that because I do not know how to crochet. So thank you, Jody. Okay, so my new project is another linen. I'm doing 2 linens, but this time it's 30 count. What? Let me tell you why I even own this. I went to a cross-stitch store in Johnson City. My in-laws live near Johnson City, Tennessee. It's called Cross Stitch and Crafts. And this cross-stitch store, you guys, it's huge. It's amazing. And the lady was super nice, and I was the only customer in there because I'm sure it's not, if you've ever been to Johnson City, Tennessee, you'll understand what I mean. It's not like a hub. There aren't a ton of people. So we had the run of the place. And I saw this pattern and fell in love with it. Heart and hand, moon and back. I mean, at this point, it's older. It's 2017. But love it. Super cute, right? And I was like, okay, just give me whatever fabric I need for it. And she's like, well, it's called for as linen. And I was like, well, switch it to Ada. She was like, you can do it. You can do linen. Obviously, she doesn't know me. So I bought it and thought, yeah, maybe I'll try it one day. Never got around to it. So now I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I don't enjoy the linen. I'm just going to stitch this one in an Ada and call it a day because I really love the pattern and it's for my daughter and I'd really like for her to have it. This is my needle minder for this. By the way, Adventure Awaits needle minder by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. That went with that Adventure Awaits sale that they did. So this is 30 count R&R St. Valentine's blend. And that is how long it is because it's not a big piece. I'm going to try it, you guys. Wish me luck. That's all I can say. I'm excited about it, but I'm nervous. Look how cute it has buttons that you put on there. Buttons. They're so cute. I love it. I'm very excited for it, but I'm nervous. I'm going to just hate it. We'll see. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, so that is Saturday, Sunday. Next, my next whip is, you know it, you love it, Red Jungle, otherwise known as Into the Jungle. This is a frosted pumpkin piece. So I'll show you how far I've gotten on it. Let's see. I'm doing this on a 14 count Ada. This is Tombstone by Color and Cotton. This came in that mystery harvest box that Kristen and I both got. I love this fabric. So that's as far as I've gotten on it. And I changed these guys to be red. Which, if you don't know that joke, that's why it's Red Jungle. My daughter was like, change everything to be red. Red Jungle. She's saying it. It's kind of creepy, but I love it. And if she wants it to be red, then it can be red. She has a jungle-themed bedroom, so why not? And this is my needle minder. It says Feelin' Stabby. I don't know why these aren't zooming in, but I'll just do it back there. So this one's by Snarky Crafter Designs on Etsy. I love that one. I've had that one for a while. Okay, so my goal, just as a side goal for this one, is I want to do the tiger, and I'd like to finish the tiger. Because I think I could do that. Oof. In 2 days, though, maybe not. Maybe that'll be my Wednesday thing, is that I go back to Into the Jungle just so I can finish it. We'll see. Okay, next up is a new start. Oh, you guys, this one's so pretty. It's huge. And I've been putting it off and putting it off. I've had it kitted for a while, but it's a beast. This one is The Haunted Mansion by Tiny Modernist. It's a beast. Look at that thing. God, it's huge. I mean, it's huge. My fabric is gorgeous for this, though. I bought this at that place in Fenton as well. This is 14 count Orchard Garden by Black Cauldron Dye Works. Something just fell on me. Oh, the back of my needle minder. Don't want magnets just hanging around with a 7-month-old. Jeez, oh Pete's. Okay. Is that not beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm very excited to stitch this piece on it. And there's a lot of purple in it, but I've done my floss toss and I think it will still work. But if not, I might switch the purple. Ooh, actually, I'm talking this out with you now, and I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to change all of the purple to pink. Because why not? It'll look good. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to just have to switch that out. But anyways, I'm not going to get that far on this anyways. Oh, and this is my Let Them Eat Cake by Hands On Design. I bought this at the Crafty U. Like, I'm leaving and I see it and I go, yeah, add it to my order. There's another $12 because they're not cheap, but I think that's how much it cost. I don't even remember. It was a while ago. But that was at least a year, 2 years ago now? Oof, it was a while. Anyways, I love that. I'm excited to start this piece. That's going to be cute. not going to get that far in it, but at least it'll be ready to start for Halloween. So my new project, are you ready? Dropping the bomb on this one. My new project for this week is needlepoint. I'm going to try it. Okay, so let me explain why I even own this. Because this is all stuff, I didn't have to buy any of this stuff. This was all stuff that I had like in my stash. We have a needlepoint store in my town. It's called the Porcupine in Swigley. And it's great. I've only had great experiences. I know some people that have not had pleasant experiences there, but the ladies have always been very, very nice to me, and they'll help me find my DMC. They have zero cross stitch. I didn't even ask when I went there, but you can tell they have zero cross stitch, which is fine. They're a needlepoint store. But they still have DMC. It's not organized, and they don't have all of the DMC that I would need, but they had enough to help me get up a project once, just so I could support local. My mom, who got me into cross stitch for whatever reason, didn't know the difference between needlepoint and cross stitch. Yeah. I was like, really? Because this stuff is expensive. I will say, I hope to not enjoy this. I want to get these done because I own them, but I hope to not do this again because this piece alone, and I'm sure if you've done this, you won't be surprised by this, but this piece alone was $45, which seems like a lot of money to me. It's just a lot of money. So it came with the needle and all of the stuff. So I have everything for it. And again, it's just sitting there, and I'm like, that was so expensive that I feel the need to do this. And they told my mom when she bought it that if I finish it, they'll help me make it into an ornament because that's what it's supposed to be. And it says first Christmas. It was for my first daughters. So 4.5 years ago, my mom bought this for me, which was very ambitious of her. I did not. I never got around to it. So we're going to try it. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to try it, you guys. Why not? It's here. I might as well do it. So let me show it one more time, just in case. I don't know if I'm doing that too fast or not. That's what it looks like. It doesn't get a needle minder. I'm like already ready to be like, yeah, I don't care. I'm never going to finish this. We'll see. I'm going to try it. I have it. Why not? I'm going to do it. Okay. Oh, for the record, it does say I have notes and all of my, my normal stuff I can write down like this is a whip, this is the count and all of that stuff. So for this one I was like it's by who knows because it doesn't say anywhere on there. I'm calling it First Christmas Ornament and it's number 18 canvas 1 ply. I don't know what any of that means. Maybe some of you do needlepoint and understand that. Ooh, also, if you do needlepoint and you have like a really good starter video, put that bad boy below for me, please. I would love that link. Or send me a message on Instagram because I'm going to need help. I don't even know where to start. I have no idea how to do it. So, I need help. It's appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so next up, whip. My seasons. Every season. The Sal. Oh, it's so cute. By Tiny Modernist. I almost exclusively stitch Tiny Modernist and Caterpillar now. I love those designers. They're great. I mean, I love other designers too, but these two. Ooh, you have my heart. Okay, so this is being stitched on 14 count. Again, coffee, tea-dyed, Ada. For the record, I don't think I've said this yet. We're doing a tea-dye video, a dyeing video, all of our different techniques of how we dye. And I'm going to be showing my method, which is the Real Housewives of cross stitch method, essentially. I mean, it's pretty much theirs. I've, put my own spin on it, but other people have very cool, like we get to see Jody's method, which I've never even seen, and we get to see how Erica, I think she's doing an ice dye. I'm pumped. So it's going to be a cool video. So keep an eye out for that. So I'm doing this on 14 count. I said that. That's what it looks like. Here, I'll show you the whole thing so far. It's so pretty. It's so colorful, and that's all I've gotten done on this month, so I'd like to put some more stitches in it. I've just been doing other projects. And when we talk about my favorite needle minder of all time, my InSync no strings attached needle minder, also a Grandma Girl Designs needle minder. Love it. That's my new favorite. So you know I like the project if my favorite needle minder is on it. I had every intention of just completely finishing this, and just it hasn't happened. Okay, so next up is, I don't have a preview of this. So this is a free pattern, but I think it's too late to get it for free. So Stitchonomy on Facebook, I'm sure a ton of you are also doing this. This is that Colorful Critters. It's her newest one. You had to sign up early to get this for free. You can still get it though if you go and I don't remember the way. If you go to her Facebook, it'll tell you all of this stuff. But you can still get it. You just have to pay now. It's one of those like monthly. Why can't I think of what that's called? I don't know. It's like a monthly thing that you pay, and you get certain things depending on the level that you pay. I'm probably going to go ahead and start doing that because you can get them ahead of time, and I'd like to get them. So far, the Colorful Critters are these really cool bugs, and my daughter loves bugs. So I can't show you a preview because that's one of the rules to the page, but I'm stitching this on a 16 count. This is Violet Mist. Can you see the violet in it? So pretty, right? I got this from that cross stitch store in Pittsburgh, well, just outside of Pittsburgh, but that just went out of business. So sadly it is gone now, but I'm really excited to stitch. I bought this like on a whim because it was super cheap. It was 60% off, and now I get to stitch something on it. So I'm excited. And this is my needle minder for it. Yeah, I showed that one. Little Girl is what I'm calling it. My little girl. It looks like, it actually looks just like my little girl and her little snowsuit. And this is from Sandra from Texas. She sent this to us in a Christmas package that she sent us this year, which was so kind. I love it. And this looks, I mean, you have no idea how much that looks like my little girl in her little snowsuit. I love it. So we'll stitch that one up. Colorful Critters. I'm excited for that one. And by that time, I think it's once a week. So by that time, I'll have a ton of them. There's like this really cool moth. It's very cool. You should definitely check out Stitchonomy on Facebook. And I'll put this information, I'm going to type this up and I'll put it in a comment below the video. So you can have all of my designers and all of my needle minder information. Okay, so my last new project, very similar to the other one. Again, my mom bought this as well, and I've had it. But it is a needlepoint bag. So this is the information card about it that I'll show you. Stitch and Zip. So it does have the information. It's called Red Floral Purse Cosmetic Case. 14 mesh cotton canvas. I don't know what any of this means. It comes with the needle, the instructions. There's like a velvety back to it, like butter. Let's see. So it comes with, I don't love that these aren't like color coded. I don't know if it needs to be color coded. Again, I don't know. It comes with a needle. I'm going to try it. This is probably what people, they look at cross stitch for the first time and go, I don't know what any of this means. So I'm going to be brave and I'm going to learn. And I'm going to do it for 2 days, and I'm going to never touch it again. Lord knows that's what's going to happen. Okay, so that takes me through the 29th. So that gives me the 30th and 31st to stitch whatever I feel like stitching. If there's something I want to finish, probably the jungle, right? That'll give me a chance to finish the tiger. I can do that tiger in 4 days. That's probably a good idea. I'd like to have a finish by the end of this, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Don't look for finishes from me for a little bit. But keep up with us and I'll show you my MAYNIA collection as it's coming along. I'm sorry that this was kind of long. I hope you enjoy all my projects and stick with me during all of this. I know that was a lot to go over, but I'm excited. excited to start. And I can't believe it's almost Mania already. That blows my mind. All right, well, I hope everyone's taking care of themselves and taking care of each other and finding a reason to smile and be happy and hang in there. And thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye, friends.
Hey guys, it's almost Stitch Mania time and I'm so excited. It's funny because I don't really have that much to be excited about because I am planning on doing a little bit of a monogamania this year, and I'll explain that in a second. So I don't have like a ton of patterns and new starts and things that I'm going to be working on, but I do have some goals and some stuff and some deadlines that I'm going to be putting in place for myself for Stitch Mania. So I'm excited. So when I say monogamania, what that means is I'm going to be working primarily on one single piece. It's a big one, and I mentioned it in our last video, and I have started it, but I'm glad I started it because it is it's a monster. So here's what I'm going to be working on for May, and my goal is to have it done by the end of May. So that is my lofty, maybe unrealistic goal, but hopefully not. We'll see what happens. Here's how far I am, which, you know, to me, it looks like a lot, but then when I look at the pattern, I'm like, oh my God, I still have so much to do. So that is going to be primarily my project for May. The other thing that I'm going to be doing in May for Mania is I decided to, for Mother's Day, make my mom a stitched project. Not the smartest thing to decide 3 weeks before Mother's Day, but I have committed to it, I've started it, and I may need to tap into a few days in May to work on that to make sure that I have it finished. Of course, Mother's Day is on the 10th this year, which is closer to the beginning of the month. I wish I had a little bit more time, but I'm going to try to bust it out and get it done. So those are the two things that I'm going to be working on, but again, primarily this one, the Mother's Day one, obviously I can't show yet. I'll be happy to share that after it's been gifted, and I'm excited about it. I think it'll be beautiful. I just hope I can finish it. I hope I didn't bite off more than I can chew. I kind of just made the decision this morning that that's what I was going to do for her, and I just love the idea so much that I thought, you know what, I just have to do it. So those are my stitching plans for May. I do have one FFO plan for May that I would like to get done. Ironically, I finished this pattern and I haven't done anything with it, which kind of goes with the theme of the pattern. So obviously it needs ironed, and I'd like to FFO it somehow. Being unable to kind of browse the stores and shop around, it's been a little difficult, but I do have some ideas. I'm going to place some orders for supplies and hopefully have that FFO'd. So bottom line is my Stitch Mania goals are FFO, my unfinished project. I'm going to try to finish this, and I'm going to have my Mother's Day present finished by the 10th. I hope you all have a wonderful Stitch Mania. I know so many people are looking forward to it. I cannot wait to see what the other girls are going to be doing. I know Kristen has some big plans. I know Erin has some big plans. She's got a whole bunch of things on a calendar and way more organized than I am. I know Erica's got stuff going on, so I cannot wait to see what the other ladies are doing. And you guys, please share your progress and share what your plans are for Mania. This is a time of year for us Stitchers that we just love, and we got a little taste of it with March Madness, and now we're really diving into the real deal. So can't wait, and we'll see you guys next time.
So, hi guys, it's Kristen, I'm back. So what I decided to do for Mania this year is a little different from what I did last year. So last year, I believe I was the only one out of the group to participate in Stitch Mania. And last year was my first true Stitch Mania, where I planned it out and I stuck with it and I kept track of my stitches and I had a blast. So this year I wanted to continue with that. However, my time frame in May is going to be a little bit different. We are moving in the middle of May, so that is going to cut into my stitching time a little bit. As much as I don't want it to, it's going to. And I also start my summer session for school the following week. So it's going to limit my stitching time a little bit this May. But that doesn't mean that I can't still get a lot of stitching in, which I will, because I always seem to make time for it regardless. And but here's what I'm going to do. So last year I did 8 new starts, and I stitched them for 3 days, and then I gave myself some 3 days, which was awesome. It gave me a break, and I wasn't doing new starts every single day. So I actually made pretty good progress on the projects that I had chosen. So I then continued to work on them throughout the year. So I would just randomly pick up projects that I had worked on out of the 8, and I had actually finished 4 of those patterns, either in Mania last year or between then and now. So I only have 4 projects from last year that are still unfinished. So I did put those back into my Mania rotation for this year, so that I can get some more stitching in. 2 of them are smaller, which I'll show. 2 of them are larger, so I probably won't be able to get all of them finished this May, but I'll get some good progress and hopefully get those other 2 completely done. So let me show you first, before I show you the new starts that I chose for this year, let me show you the starts that I had started last year. The first one is the Antique Bird Sampler. This is from Elizabeth's Needlework Designs. And based on the picture, it's not that nice. But when you stitch it, it's cute. It's so cute. And here's where I got last year. And of course, time that I worked on it after Mania. So I had put this in on I think it was a 24-hour, or it was a monthly acrostic that Quirks and Stitches had done. So I did get some more stitching in. This wasn't just all in 3 days last year. But made good progress on it. This one is being stitched on a 40 count mallow linen. It's one of my favorite fabrics to work on. I love the daintiness of it, so that's why I chose the 40 count. But that will be, I will start that on May 5th, and I will work on that May 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then I'll take a free day, and then I have my next pattern, which was Liberty 1776. My new starts, which I'll show, are going to be at the beginning and the end of the month. So these are going to be ones that I already know the dates, and I'm going to be working on these ones. So then it's going to be this pattern from Little House Needleworks, Liberty 1776. Erin bought this for me when she was at a cross-stitch shop out in Michigan. And I am stitching this one on Lakeside Linen's Vintage Buttercream. It's a 32 count using just DMC. Actually, no. I am such a liar. I'm using all of the call for over dyes. See? Made a liar of myself. Oh, this fabric is so fantastic. But making good progress on this bad boy. So, like I said, I should be able to make some good headway and finish that other side, because that's really all that I have left. So I love this pattern. I was thinking of finishing this one. I have another pattern that I want to finish in a tray. So I'll do a flat, just like a flat finish on this one, just over sticky board, and put a little bit of batting underneath it to make it a little bit more poofy. And then I want to put it into a tray that I can, display in my new house. So I might be able to swap this out with the other pattern that I have planned for a similar tray. This will be for summer, of course, and then the other one will be for spring. Who knows? I get really lofty finishing plans and then I don't finish anything. The one like that. Sorry for the crinkle. Okay, the next one, which I will start after moving and school and everything like that, so this will be towards the end of the month, and again, it'll get 3 days worth of time, is going to be A Gobble Couple by RETM, George and Martha Gobbleton. I saw someone finish this, and it's so cute. It's so beautiful. I am doing this on a 32 count ivory Jobelin, and I am using the called for overdyes, Classic Colorworks, and I think it's just Classic Colorworks. Yep. Oh, there's a loose string hanging there. But this is where I'm at. I only have Martha to finish, so she won't take any time at all. And then this one's going to my mom, because she keeps asking when I'm going to finish it, because I know that she wants it and she can have it, even though I do love it, but she loves it more. So there you go, Mom. Sorry if I don't put these away. I am going to lose them. And forget where I put them. Okay, there we go. The last one, the one that I started last year that I didn't quite finish because it is a monster of a pattern, is We All Float. And it's on black fabric, so all that you see in the color, the white and his eyes and the lettering at the top, that's all that gets stitched. And I hate stitching on black fabric. You know, I try to be, like, you can't even see it. I think it goes like this. There, you can kind of see the holes. I should just sit in here to stitch, which I never do, but I should because the lighting's pretty good. But that's what I have done. There's a lot of navy blue, which is why it's really hard to see. So, but that is We All Float. And the designer on that one is Dusky Stitches, and I purchased that on Etsy. And I'm just using DMC for that. So that'll be tentatively scheduled for the day after Memorial Day, and we'll get 3 days worth of stitching. All of my starts and projects that I'm working on, I always use my bullet journal. So just to kind of give you an idea of how I do that, I'll show you, like, for my acrostic stuff that I did last year. So this is kind of how I do it. I keep a sticky note on my floor stand, like on or next to me, and I keep track of the stitches. Just when I get like a good chunk of stitching done, I'll count the stitches and then just keep like a running total. And then just do plus, 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 plus. I've tried using the counter that you can get on your phone. I don't like it. I keep forgetting to use it. So it's just easier for me to write it down. And then I write the name of the project, when I started it, how many stitches I completed that day. And then if I finish it completely or I hit my goal, I would just write done. And I would just say, you know, goal achieved. Okay, so that is what I do there. And my goal is obviously to finish all of these patterns, but that's not going to happen. But my goal is to get 1,200 stitches on each piece throughout the month. Is it doable? Maybe. But that is my goal. So if I can get 1,200 stitches in on each, then I would feel comfortable with either continuing for the remaining days that I have left in that 3-day little chunk of time, or I can just move on once I hit the 1,200 and have more days to stitch on something else. So let me get out my new starts so that you guys can see what I'm thinking about for my new starts. Okay, so with everything going on in May, I committed to doing 2 new starts in addition to the 4 that I had done from last year. And I'm going to do my new starts at the beginning of May because I really want to start something new. And I don't want to wait. So I will do May 1st and 2nd on the first project, May 3rd and 4th on the second project, and then starting on May 5th is when I would get back into my rotation of doing the projects from last year. And then I'll allow myself free days in between projects that I can either continue to work on them or I can go back and work on those new starts. Or I have 3 other projects that I could put in on those free days. So it's really just going to depend on how I feel about MAYNIA. Needless to say, I have plenty of stuff to stitch, like I'm not running out of stuff. But it's just going to be what's not going to be super overwhelming. Okay, so let me show you the new starts and then go from there. Okay, day 1 and 2 is going to be this pattern called Winter Warmth from Little Dove Designs. This is a pattern that my mom picked out. She wanted, I've never stitched her anything Christmassy, and but this is winter related, so she can have this up after Thanksgiving, really until Groundhog's Day, when she would put out her groundhog stuff that I've stitched for her. So love this pattern. It's really, really cute. Can you see all the little, look at these little cocoa cups and the little mugs, and there's like little hot water bottles. Ooh, it's so cute. And you can probably see, I'm going to pull out this fabric, which I think is going to be perfect. But this is called Miracle Mint, and it's a 32 count that I picked up at the Crafty U. So I think it's going to be great. I love this one. When her and I went shopping, I just said, pick out some patterns that you would like to have me stitch for you. And I said, pick out a Christmas one, or a winter one, because I've never stitched her any of those. So she did, and I love it. So it's actually a pattern that I want to stitch too. Okay, so number 2, so day 3 and 4 is going to be, oh, I love this one so much, Plum Street Samplers, Garden of Erie. Could you die? Ugh! Guys, look at this fabric. Yeah. Yeah. That's it right there. Okay, and this one is Picture This Plus Ancient. And it's a 40 count because I love 40. But this one I'm dying to stitch. This one is for moi because it is super cute. And I love Halloween. I just love, I like creepy stuff. But my tastes are really all over the place. They're pretty eclectic. I stitch a lot of different stuff. Okay, so those are my definite starts for MAYNIA. However, I have 3 other choices if I want to throw something else in there, if I need something else to stitch. If I miraculously find more time in May than what I anticipate, I will have plenty of stuff to do. Okay, the next one is Where Liberty Dwells by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle. And I have my 2 little pieces of fabric. It's almost like a pinky beige. You can't really see it very well. But this is Under the Sea Autumn, and it's a 40 count, of course. But I do have all of the overdyes for this one, and I'm going to stitch both of them. And I may get really ambitious and make them both into pincushions, or like these little pillows. I don't know how to say it. But if anybody wants to be paid to turn that into a pincushion pillow for me, hit me up, because I'll probably pay you to do it. Okay, This next one is a Stone Street Stitchworks. This was a free pattern that they put out called Winter Village. Sorry that my printer prints so dark, but these are all like little red houses and the snowflakes and stuff. I absolutely love this. This was a free one that you can get directly on their website. And the fabric I'm going to be using is the Silver Natural. This says Fabric Flare. I got this at 3 Stitches in Spring, Texas. You can't really see, but it is shiny. It's like a sparkly. So I'm going to be doing that one. So that's another option if I get bored. And then this last one, which almost went into my absolutely have to do pile, but I figure I'll probably stitch on him before I get to Mania, let's be honest. It is Dracula from the Witchy Stitcher. And this is from the movie version of Dracula, if you recall, based on Bram Stoker's novel. But I love this so much. And my dear sweet friend Jody, you may know her, she dyed me some fabric. So she and I dyed some blood spattered fabric for the Witchy Stitcher last year for her last subscription box that she had done. And we had a blast doing it, and Jody was asked to do some more fabric for the Witchy Stitcher, and because of quarantine, we weren't able to do it together. We were going to make it a family affair, and all 4 of us were going to go over and open up a little sweatshop, and we were all going to just tea dye and blood spatter fabric until our little fingers fell off. But poor Jody is doing it all herself. So I stopped over and I dropped her off some Easter treats, and we just basically threw stuff at each other, and she threw me a piece of fabric. Guys, it's so good. It's so good. So Jody will be supplying the Witchy Stitcher with this fabric that she will be selling on her website in the future. So she does not have any to give away right now or to sell right now. That'll all be through the Witchy Stitcher whenever Jody gets it all dyed and spattered and sent off. So just if you don't follow the Witchy Stitcher already, please make sure you do so that you can be notified whenever this goes out for sale. So thanks, Job. Love you. But I'll probably definitely be starting that before Mania. This fabric too, it's all going to be done on 14 count Aida. It's just something universal that everybody can stitch on. It is dyed and tea dyed and cooked and all that good stuff, so it does make it a little bit tighter, which is nice if you're not a huge fan of 14 count Aida, which I am not. But my God, I will become a fan to be able to stitch on this fabric. So there's that one. I also have some little Mill Hill type kits. They're not Mill Hill, but they're like little wooden ornament type ones that I could always throw into the mix if I wanted just something easy to finish and stitch and finish in the same day. So really, it's gonna just depend on how I feel throughout the month. I know my guarantees of what I'm going to be stitching, which is helpful because I don't want to get overwhelmed, but I also want Mania to be fun, and that's what it's all about, is just having a good time with Mania and enjoying the ride. So it's supposed to be manic. So if you're used to stitching on one project, maybe up it to 2 at a time. Go crazy. If you typically only stitch on whips, start some new projects. This is the month to do it. It's supposed to just get you out of your comfort zone, or like Erin's doing with trying different fabrics and different needlepoint or needlework techniques. Like, just go crazy, and who cares? No one's gonna get hurt. This is safe and it's fun and it's quarantine. Like, let's all get a little crazy. I think we're all a little crazy anyway. So But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you are too. Please make sure to comment below if what your plans are for Mania. If you're planning on doing 80 new starts, let us know. We would love to hear about what your plans are for Mania and how you choose to celebrate the month. Or if you are just a sideliner, I'm just going to watch from the sidelines, and hey, that's cool too. We need supporters on our craziness. So it's okay to be a supporter as well. So we hope you guys enjoyed our video today. We will have a new update video coming to you on Thursday this week. Hopefully I'll have it uploaded on Wednesday. That is, let's see, what date is that? That's going to be, Earth Day, April 22nd. So look for that video. And we hope you guys are all staying safe and enjoying your time off if you're off, and staying safe if you are essential and you are still out there working. We salute you. Thank you so much for all that you do for all of us, so that we all have the ability to stay at home and stay safe. So just know that you are loved and you are prayed for and you are thought about. And we truly enjoy coming back every single week with you guys and having your support. So thank you. We love you. And we will see you all again soon.